you can set in a variable, you can retrieve. So the main purpose of this messaging history API is like when you have a conversation, this messaging history, as the name says, this will hold multiple information related to a conversation. Name it like message records, agent records, and then at what time the conversation started, different handovers, I mean the transfers, whatever happened. If it is an authenticated conversation, it will have the STEs. So it will have huge bunch of data. Like I had given you a postman collection, no? That will have a huge. When you could have ran that one, you could have got to see message records, consumer participants, agent participants. So particular to that conversation, you will be able to get a whole lot of information. So this one, this is all good. In the post body, pass the conversation ID. Okay.
Okay.
Pass the conversation ID. You just get the conversation ID. Conversation ID. You can use the function. Go to developers site.
This one conversation ID which I have used.
So this one you are passing it directly. In CB, use this function. Go to developers.
Okay.
Developers website.
Okay.
Search with global functions. Oh no, not this one. Function list, search with functions list. Here you can get which one I'm referring to, which article is this one? We are trying to get the conversation ID. Get conversation ID. See at the top, scroll a little bit up. Get conversation ID. Use this one. Just you can use this one. Get the conversation ID. Not here. Not here.
In the this one.
In the pre-process code of this integration.
Okay.
Go back to dialogues.
Okay.
Dialogues. Where are you calling this integration?
Here.
Here. So before in this integration pre-process code, get this conversation ID stored. Store them in a variable. You know? Do you know how to store this in a variable?
I need to set one.
Yeah. Bot context dot set bot variable. You can fetch that syntax also from the function list which I gave. Bot context dot set bot variable bot. No, that is. Can you go to the developer site? You can get the exact syntax from there. It is not. Scroll down. Get and set bot variable is there, no? At the top. Click on that one. Top right corner. Right.
This one.
Scroll down, scroll down. So you'll have an example at the bottom. See, no? So here, when you say how many items, comma 0, the how many items will get stored as 0. Now you want to store conversation ID here, right? Here to create a bot variable, and then in the place of 0, you need to pass the variable name. I mean the conversation ID, the variable name that you had given under given in the line number 2. Same, yeah, that variable name you have to use. And yeah, this is the syntax. You can print this one using bot context dot print debug message, and then you can get to see this one. Similar way, you can wherever you are retrieving the bearer token, there itself you can print. You don't have to go to API to get that printed. Okay. Print debug message. So these are the major ones that you use every day. Get bot variable, set bot variable, trigger next message. You practice this one, okay? In this function list, get and set bot variable, transfer user message, print debug message, and then get current user message. So these syntaxes you have to be familiar with. Mm. So here you will get to see the conversation ID. So this one you can use in the post body. You can pass this conversation ID bot context dot conversation ID in the curly braces.
Uh, in the post process code.
No, not in the post process code. In the post body of messaging history API.
Post body.
Go to integrations. In Postman, you are trying to retrieve for one particular conversation, right?
Okay.
Here, conversation ID will be variable.
So in the post body, I need to.
Bot context dot convo ID,
Okay.
and then close curly braces. You can remove the rest of the things. Just check in my account. No, just you can open parenthesis, close, and all you can close. Remove it off. You just remove that one.
Okay.
No, not entirely. This left open parenthesis and then right. Yeah. Now use curly braces, closing curly braces.
This one.
The first one should be at the left. After ID, you have open curly braces, no? That should be in the beginning of post body.
Okay.
Or you just copy bot context.convey ID and place in between the curly braces.
Like this.
Yeah.
Here I have to use this way.
No.
Okay.
No, not required. You just need to use this one. Just check this one, okay? In any of the integrations that I have in my bots.
Okay.
Then when you pass this for particular conversation ID, then you need to retrieve some informations. Can you log into my account?
Yes, sure.
You need account number?
No. Where I have to go in this?
Go to parking bot. Let me see which bot I can suggest you. Go to parking lot holding bot. Click on that one. Go to integrations once it is up. Search by conversation ID. This one, no? So same thing, whatever you tried. Scroll down. If you click on the post body. So yeah, so the bot context dot conversation ID, you should preside that with conversation ID like this. And the content to retrieve is there is whole bunch of data that you can retrieve from messaging history API. I wanted to retrieve only message record, transfers, consumer participants. For this particular requirement, I wanted only this info. If you don't include content to retrieve, it will get all the fields. Okay, so this can be included, but if you are trying to retrieve some field from consumer participant, then you should include. Like if you have only two, then if you're trying to retrieve, then that will end up in an error. Okay. Um, and the result script is what you had done earlier, but this will have lot of information. Just scroll down. Um, so you're trying to get the API response and all now in your API call. The current task which I want to give you is get the response within CB for messaging history API, and then for the last message, try to get the last message time, and then last the conversation's last skill ID. I want you to retrieve these two.
Okay.
This one will have a lot of information. I'm checking who had sent this message, and then I'm setting certain fields, flags, and all. This will have a lot of information. But initially, whatever you did, no, that is right.
So last message and
Yeah,
last skill ID.
yeah. Try to get the last skill ID, and what else I can ask you to do? Let me run a test conversation. Give me a second.
Okay.
I will. So, how are you testing this one, this domain API? How are you testing it?
I'm testing in Postman. I have checked, and for
In CB, have you started testing it?
for domain API you have given to me. Yeah.
No, messaging history API. You can't test messaging history API in a preview window. Are you using LP Sandbox or
Yeah.
you haven't started testing
Uh,
this?
I have not started testing in LP Sandbox yet.
Okay, for your info, in preview, this one CB preview, messaging history API will not work. Okay.
Okay. Okay. I need
Uh,
to. Okay. I will run here in LP
Use this
Sandbox.
one.
Okay.
Okay. In case if you are using this one,
Hmm.
your conversation will directly come to this bot, right?
Okay.
Now
So
I'm asking you. So when you trigger LP Sandbox, are you planning to trigger a conversation directly to this bot?
okay. Uh, like I need to print the last conversation and the skill ID. But how should be the flow? Like if I
No,
like in bot.
that's why if you need to get the last skill ID and this one, the conversation should have transferred from somewhere else, right? If this is a fresh conversation within your bot, then you'll not have the last conversation at all.
Right.
It's you're initiating a conversation with bot, and
Okay.
then this is your first conversation between a bot and user, and then whether will you have any other previous conversation.
On this, yeah, I have many conversation in this.
No. This conversation particular to this bot, if you are initiating something from sandbox, okay,
Okay.
uh, so in the campaigns you are setting up a bot skill, and then if you are triggering it directly, it will not go to any agent, it will directly call this bot, right?
Okay.
Are you able to relate what I'm telling? Like every bot will have a bot skill, and that particular bot skill will be mapped to the engagement under campaigns.
Okay.
So which told you like how you can create entry points for a bot, and then how you can call that from sandbox.
Okay, like what I understood, like if like for every bot we are doing chatting, okay, so this is a different bot for messaging history. So I will call this one by using patterns, mock API, and like something. With that
Ah,
bot, we will transfer to this one this way.
you're right. You're right. So you are going to create a new bot. Maybe if you're working on a separately new bot, what I got to see from your screen is you're working on a totally new bot, which has got the mod KPI, right?
Hmm.
So that one, if you want to call from LP sandbox, until you work on the preview, it's fine. But when you want to access a bot from outside, say LP sandbox, what you will do, you'll create agent connectors, you'll create bot users, skills, right?
Okay.
Right now,
Right,
that's
right.
so if you're creating all those things, and then when you create a pattern and then trigger that pattern from LP sandbox instance, it will directly call this bot only, right?
Right, right.
So it will be your very first conversation. You'll not have anything previously.
Okay.
So what I told you is get the previous conversation skill.
Hmm.
This you don't have any previous conversation, you'll not be able to pull out,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
So if you need to get this one, get this previous skill ID while testing, what you can do is initiate a conversation which escalates to a human directly.
Okay.
Okay, so you act as an agent, Vikash act as an agent, and then you have some engagement. I had explained, how agent escalation
Yeah.
works.
Hmm.
Agent pattern, you trigger a conversation. When you trigger, it will get assigned to you, and send one or two messages. Okay, and then in agent workspace, you have an option called a transfer conversation,
Yeah,
and
correct.
click on the transfer conversation and click the this bot skill ID, whatever bot you are building now.
Hmm.
That bot you might have created some skill now. Then you can create to this skill, and then it will go through this bot. Now you will have a previous conversation, so you can fetch the previous skill ID and the previous agent ID.
Okay.
Hmm? So I'm just giving you these two things. There are a lot of fields. You just start with the integration, get only the previous skill ID and then previous agent ID.
Okay.
Get the value, store them in a bot variable, print that, and then just share the screenshot when you are done. I'll review the. Just tell me in which account you are working. Whenever I'll review the screenshot, but the bot integration I wanted to review how you had done it. I want to see the code as well. I will check that one, or if based on the time we can have a meeting and then review as well.
Okay. I will firstly try to do with in my test account. Like
Ah, yeah.
I already set.
Stuck somewhere. You're almost there, okay?
Hmm.
It's you need to pass the conversation ID, and then you need to know how you have to retrieve. So I have given you a lot of examples. My
Yeah.
account is also there. You can refer that one and then get the data. Okay. In case
Okay.
if it's not coming up, if you're getting object, then just use JSON.stringify and all that. Whatever error you're getting, just ping me. In case if I'm not available, take help from the team. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Tell, tell them the task is to retrieve the values from messaging history API.
Okay.
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 And one last thing about this messaging history API is it is not real time. We use this for most of the implementations, but one drawback is it is not real time. Up to a minute delay is expected. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This just keep in your mind. But even though it's not real time, we use this on some edge cases. We had issues, but still we use this one. Mm, One good thing done with the messaging history API. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
Like for that skill ID and last message, I need to print out like a statement format in the bot.
That's how you did the conversation ID, no? Just do print debug message, previous skill ID, and then just the skill ID should be sufficient. Same thing for agent ID. You can verify this with the postman, okay?
Oh,
Same conversation. You can put in the postman and then get what is your previous skill ID, what is your agent ID. You can just verify both.
okay, okay.
Okay, no?
Hmm.
And I did I ask you to explore CCS?
Yeah, you asked me to go through the.
But I haven't given you any assignment on CCS, right?
Right.
Okay. Um, let me not give